There's something funny going on.
There's something funny going on. There's something funny. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Paul. Thank you for joining me for this video. This is video 7 with regards to my case against the City of Dearborn in front of Judge Eugene Hunt. I know in the last video I said that this video would be with regards to the hearing. However, I felt it was important to go over a few items before that. Therefore, the video regarding the hearing will be delayed. In this video, I want to go over my answers to the defendant's motion, the very same motion that I discussed in the last video. In that video, I went into detail discussing the timing and problems with the defendant's motion for more definite statement. In this video, I'm going to discuss my responses to that motion. The defendant's motion for more definite statement was extremely ambiguous, which made it difficult for me to know how to respond. Perhaps that was the plan of the city attorney, Mr. William DeBiasi. As I mentioned in the last video, it wasn't titled a motion to dismiss, yet it indicated throughout that it was a motion to dismiss, even in the notice of hearing. Not only is this contradiction confusing enough, but to add to this, William DeBiasi actually indicates within this motion that he is in the process of preparing a motion to dismiss. So, according to William DeBiasi, he has either filed a motion to dismiss, hasn't filed a motion to dismiss, or will be filing a motion to dismiss. As someone who isn't an attorney, how am I to respond to this? I'm assuming that even attorneys will be shaking their head and saying, WTF. What were William DeBiasi and his co-counsel, Deborah Walling, thinking when they signed this pleading? Although it's difficult to believe, you still have to assume that they must have read this pleading prior to signing it. Given this, and given their many years of combined experience as attorneys, it is quite possible that this completely confusing motion was intentionally ambiguous in order to make it extremely difficult for a response. So, how do you respond? First of all, what I did was point out how this pleading was completely unclear as to what it was asking. Is it a motion to dismiss, or isn't it? They've indicated in places that it is a motion to dismiss, yet didn't title it that way, and also indicated that they were currently preparing a motion to dismiss. As you can see, I pointed this out to the judge in my response. Then I pointed out that if this is a motion to dismiss, the time provided to me was not in accordance with Michigan court rules. As I mentioned in my last video, it must be 21 days, and I was only provided 12 days. That's a significant difference, especially given what I'll put up here now, the Michigan court rule that indicates any response to a motion to dismiss must be filed at least 7 days before the hearing. Given William DeBiasi's delay in filing, that left me with only 5 days instead of the required 14 days to respond. While perhaps some law firms with multiple attorneys would be well equipped to handle this violation of Michigan court rules, it is especially unfair to plaintiffs without attorneys. 21 days is provided to both represented and unrepresented plaintiffs in the Michigan court rules. Break this rule, and it certainly harms an unrepresented plaintiff more than it harms one with an attorney. Unrepresented plaintiffs usually don't have the resources to handle such a significant violation of Michigan court rules. Finally, I informed the judge that if this is a motion for more definite statement, as it was titled, then it cannot be filed. I'd point out that the Michigan court rules indicate that it can only be filed before the defendant filed their answers to my complaint. William DeBiasi had previously answered my complaint approximately 5 months prior to the filing of this motion. Therefore, a motion for more definite statement could no longer be allowed in this case. I have to admit, I felt pretty confident heading into this hearing given the multiple issues with this motion. If it was a motion to dismiss, there were significant issues with due process. If it was a motion for a more definite statement, as previously pointed out, it could not have been filed. Now, all I needed was a judge who had a legal mind sufficient to see how this motion violated multiple Michigan court rules, or to have read my pleading that pointed out these violations to him. In the next video, I'll spend some time discussing that specific judge, Judge Eugene Hunt. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.